just about set to get things for you. Indians baseball now. On a bright, sunshiny afternoon, MLB The Show welcomes you to Dodger Stadium at Chavez Ravine. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Indians and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Here with another edition of Indians Baseball, I'm Matt Vasgersian. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, and you can see there, these home fans haven't had much to get out of their seats about. The guys are in danger of getting swept here at home, so they're going to be hoping for a much better effort here.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Indians, as their order here this afternoon will look like this. They'll be opposed by the American League's Cy Young Award winner from 2009, the hard-throwing right-hander Zack Greinke. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. Into the box now stands the leadoff man, Michael Bourn, and we are ready for baseball. Underway here this afternoon, and look at this, already the first pitch is sent up the middle and into center field, a leadoff single to get us going.
Yeah, a nice job there. This one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Jason Kipnis will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And this is fouled back and out of play. A runner at first with no outs here. He's ready now. The pitch. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. Pause, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to work out for him. It's a base hit.
Yeah, it looks like these guys mean business. Back-to-back singles here to start the ball game. They want to put as much pressure on this guy as they can early on.
Nick Swisher will dig in now, and as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play. First pitch on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Eric, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
He waits, now the pitch. And a big rip by Swisher, but he comes up empty. It's 0-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
From the stretch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
A big pitch here, 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now another 1-2. Fouled back. None out, runners at first and second. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. To Gordon for one. Back to first, and Swisher has grounded into a double play.
Boy, you want to talk about taking the wind right out of your sails? You get 2 on to start this ball game, and then a double play right here might just derail what was shaping up to be a big inning on the road.
Brandon Moss will dig in here, and he'll do so with the 8th best average in the American League entering play. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Here comes the pitch to Moss. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Here's another 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Another 0-2 from Greinke. And this is hit weakly in fair territory up the line. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Now a look at the starting lineup for the host Dodgers. Danny Salazar gets the ball to face them, and I think the one key will be how aggressive he is on the mound. He's got to get the ball and go right after hitters because he can get into trouble when he nitpicks and falls behind. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. D. Gordon will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Dodgers, the shortstop, D. Gordon.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Eric, you take a look at these guys as they take the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Yeah, they're in a stretch right now where it seems like all the breaks are really going their way. The only trouble with that is things tend to even out over time, so we'll see how long they can keep riding this hot streak.
And the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes another 0-2. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. And with that, we'll give you a look there at the scouting report on the 24-year-old right-hander. Carl Crawford will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here it comes. And that misses 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Here's the 1-1. This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Adrian Gonzalez will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And Brantley will make the catch, and that ends the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Yan Gomes will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. First pitch coming. Fouled back. And now a pitch on the way. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And this will be fouled away. Another 0-2 from Greinke. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Now another 0-2. And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. The next 0-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, you know, sometimes as a hitter, when you get into that cycle of fouling off pitch after pitch and trying to protect, you just feel like you have to swing at everything you see. And here, he knows that out on the mound, so he just keeps going farther and farther away from the strike zone until he finally gets a swing and miss.
Here's Michael Brantley. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Zach Walters will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Here's the first offering. And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. The pitch. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And Crawford's inning is over. Good work there by Zack Greinke. Still 0-0. Yasiel Puig will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Yasiel Puig.
First pitch coming. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, there's no question this guy's got to be in the running for the Cy Young this year. He makes quick work of this guy on 3 pitches. That was just too easy.
At the plate is Andre Ethier, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He enters play here at 288, 14 homers and 41 RBIs. Now here's the pitch, and this will be fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now here it comes. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now the 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Here's the third baseman, Juan Uribe. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Now here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's another 0-2. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to right field. And here's Moss to make the catch, and that's the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We'll move to the third with no score. Lonnie Chisenhall will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he hasn't been much of a contributor these past 10 or so games, as you see the average there. First offering on the way. Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
The next pitch. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Puig is back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out number 1.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 31, Danny Salazar.
Danny Salazar will stride to the box as he gets ready for his first AB of the year.
Come on, Los Angeles.
First pitch coming. And here's another fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
If these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guys down near the bottom of the lineup.
Michael Bourne will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Let's go, Dodgers!
And here's the first pitch. Now a swing, and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Crawford is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Just a 4-pitch inning there as the Indians go down quietly. Home half of the third coming up. No score. A.J. Ellis will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Here's the first offering. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Now the pitch. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it. Ripping anything close.
And the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
In now, Justin Turner. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He enters here right at the 290 mark. 5 homers, and he's driven in 24. And now a pitch on the way. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. The pitch. I can't get him to go after that slider. It's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Here it comes. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly.
And this doesn't even seem physically possible. I mean, how can a catcher who's in a crouch 3 feet behind the batter wind up fielding the baseball and tagging the runner all in one motion? I think he just broke the laws of physics out there.
Stepping in now, Zach Greinke. As he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. Now here's the pitch. And with that, the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Jason Kipnis will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Jason Kipnis.
Mr. Dodger Dog here.
First pitch to him. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Turner is under it to put it away, and it's a quick one pitch out to begin the fourth.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Swisher.
So one away, and here's Nick Swisher. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
And if my math is good, that's a 19-mile-an-hour differential between those two pitches. It's very tough to adjust to that pitch right there.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Well, very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the fourth. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Brandon Moss will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now the first pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Going to be extra bases. Moss will head for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So they'll try to make something of this fourth inning after all as he's into second with a 2-out double. And there you see the Tribe leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks second best on the ball club. Yan Gomes will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. D. Gordon will stand in to begin their half of the fourth with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Go home, Dodgers!
The 1-0 pitch. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Here it comes, 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
2-2. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Well into the outfield turf as he makes the stop. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
Here's Carl Crawford now. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Dodgers.
And as the season's gone on, this is a guy whose numbers have just not been going in the right direction. So this is a welcome sight with this one-out single.
Get it out of here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Adrian Gonzalez comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He's ready. Now the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss as Adrian finds himself in an 0-2 hole now.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
From the belt, kicks and deals. In the air to right center. Moss will handle this one, and there are 2 away now. So the runner stays at first here with 2 away, and that brings us to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Yasiel Puig will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. First pitch on the way. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Dodgers leave 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Michael Brantley will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Michael Brantley.
Now here's the first pitch. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Zach Walters will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Here comes the 1-0. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Yeah, he gives this ball a pretty good ride out there, and I don't think he was going to be thinking about 3 anyway, but you see the ball pop up and over the wall, so he'll stop at second with the ground rule double.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Danny Salazar will try it again. He flew out his first time. First pitch coming. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Gotta say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
He's set. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
From the belt, the pitch. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes and 2 out, and he misses and likely will get an earful here as that retires the side. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Andre Ethier will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Left fielder, Andre.
First pitch coming. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
Now here it comes. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Another 0-2 home. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, Juan Uribe. First offering on the way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
Yeah.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Now the pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. A.J. Ellis will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. First pitch coming. Grounded foul off to the right. Pitch on the way. The seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. Michael Bourne will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the sixth.
Center fielder number 24, Michael Bourne.
And here's the first pitch. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Second baseman number
You know,
22,
when a guy's shutting you down,
Kipnis.
you got to look for ways to try and get on the board. So he sees an opportunity here, and he's going to wind up beating this one out.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
The 1-0 home. Bourne's running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
And in a scoreless ball game, a lot of times it's a manufactured run that gets your guys on the board first. And they'll have an opportunity to do so now as he's in scoring position on the stolen base.
Greinke ready now. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes a 1-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher will step in, a ground out victim as last time. Here's the first offering. And this is fouled back and out of play. He's ready now. The pitch. Fouled back. Comes set. Now the pitch. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 1 out and a runner on second base. He'll try again. 1-2. Opposite field to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third is Bourne. He can fly. Long throw to the plate. And the run will score from second to make this a 1-0 ball game.
We knew this game wouldn't stay nothing forever. Now, here in the 6th inning, the question will be, can they add on?
Brandon Moss will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first offering. Oh, and he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Swisher will round third, heading for home. Now the relay home. And the runner will score from first.
I think the phrase here is, when you're hot, you're hot. He's been on fire the last week or so, and it's going to continue here as he drives this all the way out to the wall. It'll wind up an RBI triple.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. A man at third with 1 away. He's set. Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. pause. Now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Another 0-2 from Greinke. And, oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Oh, and a great recovery there just to get an out on the play. But meanwhile, a run is in to score.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Here's Michael Brantley. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Indians 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Justin Turner will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Now the first pitch.
Here we go.
Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. And now a pitch on the way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready now on 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
That's right. Wait for your pick.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter come on here as the youngster Matt Kemp has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
The 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-2 with 1 away. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
D. Gordon will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Now the first pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's the third strike and the third out. Side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We'll come right back with more from Dodger Stadium in just a moment. Back here at Dodger Stadium. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings.
Your attention, please. Now
And we'll have a new pitcher take over here as it's the former first-round selection out of Miami, right-hander Chris Perez. Zach Walters will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Zach.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Gonzalez is there to put this one away, and it takes just 1 pitch to record the first out of the 7th.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Lonnie Chisenhall will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. First pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Shadows starting to fall over this Southern California afternoon as it's been a good contest so far.
It really has. Both pitchers, they've been as advertised. It's been a tightly played game, and the scoreboard shows it.
1-0 now to Chisenhall. And a good swing there on 1-0, but this is in the air out to right field. Puig is under this one, and that's out number 2.
How about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Salazar.
Danny Salazar will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. And Ethier will make the catch, and that'll be that. Nothing doing here this half. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. It's the Indians 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Carl Crawford will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First pitch on the way. Now a hard liner toward short, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
Move the runner along.
Now here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Slider.
Tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't. They've been out of the zone.
0-2 is
Back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Here's the 1-2. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
You can bet he probably had one eye on that base stealer down at first. This will essentially work just the same as a stolen base. That'll be ruled a pass ball.
The 2-2 pitch on the way. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
And that'll miss. It's ball 4, and down to first goes Adrian.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
Yasiel Puig will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ball game.
Now here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2-1 to 2-2 now.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here comes a 2-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Andre Ethier will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. First pitch coming. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Line hard to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now.
It's been a while since these guys last hit the scoreboard. Remember, they got shut out the last time they took the field, but finally they push a run across here on the RBI single.
Here's the third baseman, Juan Uribe. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
He waits. Now the pitch. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Comes set. Now the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
1-2. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
In now is A.J. Ellis. Swing, and this is hit hard but foul toward the third base dugout. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole.
Oh, look at this.
And he is in there.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Justin Turner will stand in with the bases full of Dodgers and 2 men out. First offering on the way. In there, and it's 0-1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball 1. Bad time for the strike zone to go MIA.
Yeah, and he could have used that one, no doubt about it.
1-1 on the way. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
A 2-1 offering. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here he comes on 2-2. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Michael Bourne will step in to lead it off for Cleveland. He'll be followed in the order by Jason Kipnis.
Michael.
First pitch coming. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. This man out for his 2nd inning of work. Did a nice job getting them 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
1-0 on the way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 home to Bourne. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Again, a 1-2. And this is lifted the other way to left center. Ethier is camped under this one, and he's got it for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Jason Kipnis will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now the pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Now here it comes. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8. It's been the kind of game we've come to expect here at Dodger Stadium over the years as you check the line score. Pitching, defense, and not a whole lot of offense to this point. Nick Swisher will step in. An RBI single this last time around. And here's the first pitch. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Hanley Ramirez will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Mark Zepchinski is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Mark Zepchinski.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit? I just don't get it.
(1-0). And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now the 1-1 to Ramirez. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the lefty's offering on 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2 offering. Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
D. Gordon will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1 and 2 now.
You can do it.
Here comes the 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's Carl Crawford now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And the pitch. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2.
Boy, it's been a good, solid inning so far out of the pen. Let's see if he can wrap this one up.
Pitch on the way. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Now the 1-2. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Well, that's just one of those fluky plays right there. He gets a late break off the mound because he's concerned about the business end of that bat, and who wouldn't be? And they wind up not being able to get an out on that play.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch coming. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. One left for L.A. Score holds, it's 3-1. J.P. Howell will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Brandon Moss will stand in. He tripled homer run his last time.
Right fielder. Moss.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. And now pitch on the way. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Here comes a 1-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good, strong throw to first to get him easily.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And that's a base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Michael Brantley will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first offering. And this is hit well towards the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Throw into third. And he is in there.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for a sinker baller. When you get the ground ball you need and it finds a hole. Now he's got 2 men on to deal with and only 1 away.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Standing in now, Zach Walters. Now he runs up and gets this one down. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Oh, my goodness. Right back to the pitcher, and the runner's lucky that he didn't get caught wandering off at third base there, or maybe even going on contact. That turns out to be a big second out.
Lonnie Chisenhall will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Come on, let's hold them.
And so they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Mark Zepchinski will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Carlos Santana will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 41, Carlos Santana.
And this is fouled back and out of play. He's ready now, the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Comes set, now the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 3 left for the Indians as the lead remains 3-1. Cody Allen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 39, Cody Allen.
Yasiel Puig will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
The pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if they'll chase.
The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see, he's had a great first half as he leads the AL in that department. Andre Ethier will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Now the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
One out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch on the way. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Ready with the 2-1. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
The 2-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Here's the third baseman, Juan Uribe. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0. 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
On the way. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
A swing and a miss on a good pitch, and the Dodgers are down to their final strike now.
This is not the first time today that he's chased out of the zone. That's why he's looking at a hat trick.
The 2-2 coming. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. And not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And that's off his leg on the mound. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
All smiles in that clubhouse again. Their 8th consecutive victory. It's not often you run across a streak like that, so these guys are definitely enjoying it while they can.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 3-1. So long from Southern California.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.
July to all of you out there today. It's always a fun holiday to take in a ball game with friends and family. But before the action gets started, here's what took place in the majors yesterday. Starting in the American League Central, the Rays were in Detroit to take on the Tigers, and Tampa Bay was the winner. The score was 6-5. Joel Peralta grabbed the win in relief, his 5th on the year. Looking at the standings, the Tigers are in 2nd place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of 1st. The Yankees paid visit to the Twins at Target Field in Minneapolis, and the Twins secured the win on the road in extra innings, the final 6-4. Pedro Florimon collected 4 hits and led the charge offensively for the winning side. At the moment, the Twins sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. They're over 20 games out of 1st. The Yankees are in 1st place in the AL East, 2 games up on 2nd place. The Texas Rangers were in Baltimore to take on the O's, and it was the Orioles who walked off winners in extra innings. The final score was 3-2. Wei-Yin Chen pitched well enough. The Rangers are in 3rd place in the AL West, 9 games back. The Astros matched up against offensively with 3 base hits. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. Hideki Lentz was victorious in this one, earning his 1st win. Heading into today, the Angels sit in last place in the American League West Division, 17 games out of 1st. The Astros are 4th in the division, 13 games out. The Toronto Blue Jays were at O.co Coliseum to take on the A's.